Hi, Dr. Lindsey here. I'm going to take you through an 8-month result. Now bear in mind, results are typically 13 or 14 months before they're full. But this guy grew quickly and he came in and he was up for doing a little interview. So this is a 38-year-old technology fellow here in DC who's got average hair, probably class 2 hair loss. Remember, here's the Norwood scale from 1 to 7. And he's probably somewhere around a 2. And he doesn't have a family history of significantly more hair loss. And so we came up with this plan. And in that plan, we're going to drop his hairline a little bit, make some irregularities so it doesn't look like a straight line. You just don't see straight lines in nature. You see straight lines in a bad hair transplant. And so we came up with this plan, and you'll note there's a few protuberances out in front of the hairline. And we'll put some hairs in that so that when you pull the hair back, it looks like an unremarkable hairline. So here he is now with the slits made, and into these slits we'll place the grafts. Remember, grafts look like this. They're essentially small trees that contain 1 to 4 stalks. And so a hair follicle in the back of your head, find somebody that you're sitting near, with their permission obviously, and look at the back of their head, and you'll see that hairs grow out in little clumps, just like dandelions do in your front yard. And some have 1 hair, and some have 2 hairs, and some have 3 hairs. And if you harvest those follicular units and plant them that way, they tend to grow better, and oftentimes there's a resting follicle in there, and so you actually get a little bit more hair than you think you're going to get than just doing 1 hair at a time or cutting all 2s and so forth. And he came every day to get cleaned, which I think is really important. We've got several videos on why cleaning is important, but essentially those roots that are sticking up just a little bit sink down very quickly, but your body oozes out serous fluid. Remember the last time you skinned your arm and it gets kind of crusty. Well, if that oozy crust gets out and it adheres to your hair grafts, then over the course of the first week or so, many times some of those hair grafts will come out as a result of being more adherent to the sheet of fibrous material than to the hole in which they're placed. And so at a week, he came in, or in fact day 6, with his hair pulled down, he looks like this, and then you pull the hair back and you see it's good cleaning. And then we have folks come back at 1 month or so to check the scars. And so here he is at 1 month with his hair down, and then with his hair pulled back. And the skin's a little bit pink. If you're brown like me, it doesn't get real pink, and if you're red-headed and fair-skinned, it gets bright red. So this relatively fair-skinned fellow with grayish hair, he got a little pink. That's about it, and that goes away at about 2 months generally on most people, except red-haired people. It takes a little longer on that. Here's a close-up of his strip scar at 1 month. It's generally about the width of my eyeglass frame, about 1.1 millimeters on probably 96% of our patients. And then he walked in for a 6-month check at 8 months. And so the trouble with 8-month checks is, I really never know what the patient's thinking. At 6 months, on average, hair's growing about half. About half the hairs are growing, and they're starting to thicken up a little bit. At 8 months, many times growth has stopped, and we're waiting for more hair to grow because the final result's about 13 months. And so at 8 months, I really wasn't sure what whether he'd look a little better than average, or a little worse than average because of some shedding. But this looks fantastic, and he did this little interview. So here was Steve. He's 38 years old, and this is at 8 months and about a week, and he looks fantastic. I mean, that is really good hair. I'm not showing your face, and it'll probably look a little bit better at 13 months. I mean, I almost never see anybody at 8 months. But at 8 months, usually it doesn't look this good, and it's good hair. Could you spin around just a little bit? I'm going to get the back of your head. And you wear what I call a normal haircut, lean down a little bit. And your scar is, there it is. That little line, which is difficult to see. But thank you so much for coming in today. Hopefully we can get another video next year. So here he is before and at 8 months, and then with his hair pulled back. and that looks unremarkable. And you say, well, what's going to happen in the next 5 or 6 months? Well, I've got another video I'm shooting today also that shows that. In fact, it shows it over the course of 10 years. But what happens is more hairs erupt from the soil, when more trees grow from the soil, and the hairs that are coming out get a little bit thicker. Now, not significantly thicker. They're only going to get as thick as what you had back here, but generally they're a little finer when they first erupt, and a little bit kinkier and curlier when they first come out. I rarely hear that from guys, but I hear that a lot of times from women. And then over the course of out to about 18 months, things really finish out, and you get your final result. But 13 months is probably 95% of the way there for 95% of the patients. So we generally get a final picture at 13 months or so. Why did we do this case on this man? Well, first of all, he looked fine before. He wasn't somebody you would see at the grocery store and say, that dude's a bald guy and he needs a hair transplant. He was a guy that probably has a similar amount of hair recession to me, class 2, maybe class 3. And he's a younger fellow, and so he wanted to define his hairline and have a more youthful appearance. Now, when we do that, you have to keep in mind that someday you're going to be 59, like I just turned, and you can't have a hairline down here, or you'll look quite remarkable. And our goal is not to have you look remarkable, but rather have you look unremarkable, just look like you have natural hair. And so as you go through your consultations with different doctors, look at the hairlines they typically do. You know, we've got 500 videos and maybe 300 examples on the website and on different forums. You can see that we generally suggest a hairline that will age well and unremarkably. That also gives you the luxury of having extra hair back here in case you have bad luck or bad genes and need a second or a third hair transplant. We do these all the time. If I can help you, please give us a call. Thanks.